It's been over a year since the events of October the 7th. A year in which the evil IDF, the satanic Zionist fascist entity, made clear its intention of enacting the Amalek on the people of Gaza. Not content with that, they extended their genocide to Lebanon. All the events we see, daily gut punches. Whenever you think there is no new low that the Zionist entity can stoop to, they surprise you with even more savage acts of barbarity. Names like Hind Rajab, the various numerous journalists, all of these people, these events are etched in our memories forever. It is easy for us to feel disheartened. However, it is always darkness. It's always darkest before the light. If it was just consequences of this dunya, and that was all we had to go on, then we would be good to give up hope. However, we represent a message which has more profound roots and drive. When the Muslims at the time of the Prophet ﷺ were surrounded in Khandaq, when the Quraysh allied with other entities to eliminate the Muslims once and for all, allying with the various Jewish tribes to cover the backs of the Muslims and ambushing them on all sides, and the Muslims dug a trench at the moment of greatest despair, when Muslims were starving. There is narrations of people having to eat leather even, or fat which would make them vomit, but have to try to consume it. Moments when they felt all was lost. When the Muslims were digging the trench, the Prophet ﷺ struck a rock. He struck this rock 3 times. He struck the rock, and each time he would strike, a bright light would spark. 3 strikes in total came. Each time he said, Allahu Akbar. He said the first time, the keys of ancient Syria are granted to me. I swear by Allah I can see its palaces at the moment. On the second strike, he said, Allahu Akbar, Persia is granted to me. By Allah, I swear by Allah, I can now see the white palaces of Madain. On the third strike, he said, Allahu Akbar, I have been given the keys of Yemen. I swear by Allah, I can see the gates of Sana'a while I'm in my place. At a time where the Muslims were at the worst on the outside situation, our Prophet ﷺ gave this message of hope. Allah revealed to him events to come. Our Prophet ﷺ would never waver. This is a message for us. If the people we choose to emulate, the heroes of this ummah, are able to persevere, to continue, while we are left here and we can't even vocalize, now is the time to harness all those feelings of anguish that we all have and put it towards something productive. Even if it's the smallest of things, even if it's just notifying people you know, your families, whatever it may be, continue to do so and up your game. Seize the time. Seize the time, because you may not think it, but your enemies know that they have won the public opinion. They have lost the public opinion, the battle for their hearts and minds. There is no veneer they can put on their acts to justify what they have done, and people continuously hold them to account. Moreover, people are starting to look into the context of the situation. Every lie they tell you, people are able to analyze for themselves. But believers, you have a unique responsibility. You've known this for a long time. It's your job to inform. Whatever capacity you have. When you see children having to carry their own siblings because their parents have passed away, they have been incinerated, they are carrying burdens You and I cannot imagine. If they can carry burdens, if they can carry responsibilities, if they have been living under occupation for decades, for generations, they are on Rabat. Rabat is when you are protecting the lands from invasion. They're effectively on Rabat, and they have done so for generations. The least we can do is seize this opportunity to reap the reward, which we'll only see in the Akhirah, and if we're lucky, as a bonus, we may see fruits of our labours, but to be more vocal about advocating for Palestine and for advocating for this divine message. Everything is connected. You may not see the impact immediately, but somebody will take your words, will listen to you, will hear what you have said, hear what you have forwarded, and would be a seed planted for generations to come or for events to come. Just carry on going. If our Prophet ﷺ, at that moment of the greatest stressful times, being surrounded, gave this message of hope, with absolute certainty, protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will not waste the efforts of the believers. It's up to us to make a stand. If you fear consequences, think to yourself, shouldn't those children in Gaza be more fearful? How would you be able to face these children on the Day of Judgment? Those who have died and said, I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even vocalize. I was too embarrassed. I was too shameful. Seize the time. Whatever you're doing, do more. If you feel reluctant, question yourself. Keep going. Seize the time.